Somebody made a hilarious AI video of. You ever see the clip of like Beyond Scared Straight where they yell at the kid to get out of the prison cell?
Yeah.
They did that for this golf guy that went to jail.
No, leave Scottie Scheffler alone.
Hold on. I'm so out of the loop on this. I know who Scottie Scheffler is. I had no idea he's going to jail.
He didn't. No. He got arrested and released. He's not going to jail, but his mugshot got released. No, it was some weird thing. Like
I think it was reckless driving. Then he put up a fight with the cops, so they arrested him.
Always a good decision.
And then, Scottie Scheffler has been detained by police in handcuffs after a misunderstanding with traffic flow. A misunderstanding with traffic flow led to his attempt to drive past a police officer into Valhalla Golf Club. The police officer attempted to attach himself to Scheffler's car, and Scheffler then stopped his vehicle at the entrance. The police officer then began to scream at Scheffler to get out of the car. When Scheffler exited the vehicle, the officer shoves Scheffler against the car and immediately placed him in handcuffs. He's now being detained. So it sounds like a huge misunderstanding, but then it led to Scheffler
blowing up,
sort of like disagreeing with him. Yeah. Hello, chat. We're talking about golf. Welcome.
Number drops to 0.
Passing an accident scene. I see. I don't know what was happening. Hello. Anyways, we're here talking about the Celtics in between rounds. Knicks and Pacers play tonight. If the Knicks win, the Celtics will play the Knicks. If they don't, then those two teams play on Sunday. And then regardless, though, the Celtics Eastern Conference Finals starts on Tuesday, thanks to Anthony Edwards' blowout win last night. Sam wearing yellow without a hat is a culture shock for me. This is a new look for you, Sam.
So this is actually like Tennessee orange, for what it's worth.
It looks like UCLA colors coming through the screen.
Yeah, with my whole like paint of my room being blue, and then anytime I wear like a warm color shirt, they just I look like a Smurf on the camera. Like I have a blue tint to me. I am yellow for the Pacers. I'll put the hat on.
There we go. Rooting
it doesn't look
Indiana.
as authentic as your Sixers and Bulls hats.
No, those ones straight from the sources, fake knockoff Mickey Mouse hat.
Anyways, Knicks Pacers play tonight. Again, Knicks win. Celtics get the Knicks. If the Pacers win, those two teams have to play again Sunday and then turn around and play the Celtics on Tuesday. Obviously, we're all rooting for a 7-game series, just so both teams are as exhausted as possible. I know Sam would like to see the Celtics play the Pacers. I know Bobby and I don't want to go to Indiana. But regardless, 7 games would be best because even if it is the Knicks at that point, they're going to have to play again on a 1-game turnaround after a 7-game series of exhaustion and injuries. So, Bobby, what are you looking for in the game tonight? Who do you want the Celtics to play? We kind of asked this question on the Celtics of the Roundtable last night, but we'll just regurgitate it up here again.
Well, first off, ratless Sam, because a Knicks Celtics Eastern Conference Finals would be so much more fun than seeing the Pacers in the next round. And then when it comes to this game tonight between the Knicks and Pacers, you remember in the play-in tournament when Nicholas Batum went off against the Heat, and then he said his motivation was, I didn't want to have to play a second game this week. Well, it's the same for New York now. They know what the schedule is. They can be off until Tuesday. This is an exhausted team that's losing bodies left and right. They're going to be pretty charged up. They also know how difficult it is to end a team season and to do it on their home floor. Indiana is a basketball city and state, and it's going to be a great environment there. So they're really going to have to step it up. But I would imagine that finding out last night, just like the Celtics got clarity, so did the Knicks, and that's going to give them some extra juice.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Tibbs is like, wait a minute, I got the green light starting 48 minutes. It could happen today, if any day, because they know they're going to have a ton of days off. Eli in the chat saying he wants the Knicks to close it out tonight because they won't have to wait as long for game 1. No, game 1 is Tuesday no matter what. Because, John has cleared it up in the chat. John. Rare. correct take from John or correct information from John, right? No, I want the Pacers. Anytime when you're trying to throw fun around is a word in the playoffs, business. We mean business. And business is beating up on a Pacers team that has Halliburton, who turns into Ben Simmons every couple games, just doesn't want to play, not engaged, doesn't take any shots. That's the type of player we all want to see the Celtics play against. Now, I said this, I think I texted you guys in game 5, and I was like, hey, you know, the great thing about this series is the longer it goes, I'm like, oh yeah, this sucks about this team. This sucks about that team. And it's gone 6 games now. You've seen weaknesses from both sides, and it does make you feel a bit better going in. The thing is, I just don't want to deal with, the stress of what if they lose to the Knicks? That would end me. I would maybe have to hang it up.
So is the fear of losing to the Knicks greater than the joy you would get from beating the Knicks?
Not worth the gamble.
Okay.
Sam, do you more hate to lose than love to win?
Yes.
Yeah. I think especially in this playoff run, I've gotten more joy out of rooting against teams.
Gotcha. The Schadenfreude.
Disastrous. But Jalen Brunson is exhausted. The entire Knicks team is exhausted. The Pacers are weird. I don't get the Pacers. They don't make any sense to me. They'll play great one night, and then they'll play Tyrese Halliburton. They'll take 6 shots the next night. It's very interesting. I still think the Knicks get it done. I don't know if they get it done tonight or at MSG in Game 7, but I still think they win the series. Bobby, it's kind of obviously Jalen Brunson, but I'm curious, outside of Jalen Brunson, on both teams combined, who's the player that scares you the most?
There's no one. Oh, so both teams is interesting. There's no one that scares me on either team. There's, you
including
wonder.
Brunson?
You're saying outside of Brunson, and so then I took that as outside of Halliburton.
Okay. Sure.
I can more point to different things, like Josh Hart just being an X factor and an absolute dog.
Yeah.
Hartenstein on the boards getting second chances for the Knicks. And the Celtics, they've had some struggles, but overall, I think they've done pretty well on the glass against New York. Let's take that last game at TD Garden out of the equation because they didn't really show up that night. But even like the first time they played on that same parquet this season, it was one where the Knicks were killing them on the boards in the first quarter, and then the Celtics quieted them. So to me, I look at it and say there's a bunch of different little things that maybe not over a full series, but could sway a game. So second chance opportunities, Josh Hart doing anything. If OG comes back, Sam, you said that, hey, that hamstring looks cooked, and it might be, but if he does, what is he able to give that team? And then with the Pacers, it's stuff like Miles Turner, who I don't think is the greatest 3-point shooter in the world, but if he's popping out and getting clean looks and he's hitting them, can it at least sway a game in Indy's favor against the Celtics? So I more look at it as particular aspects rather than one player.
Mm-hmm. The OG thing to me looked similar in terms of like the intensity to what Porzingis had happened to him, where whatever tightened up quick, and it took him right out of the game. The man did not get up, could not walk, had to go back to the tunnel immediately. I would imagine he's on a similar timetable to Porzingis, so the Celtics will be getting Porzingis back probably before Anunoby is back, unless they just got him on some crazy painkillers, whatever it is they do to get him back out there. But a muscle injury is no joke. So to answer Jack's question, there is one answer to this question. It's TJ McConnell. That man has been on an unbelievable tear. And there's nobody I hate more than white basketball players, except Knicks fans. But white basketball players are the second worst group of people ever. Watching them beat your team is the most infuriating thing. I can't stand watching someone like TJ McConnell cook. If they're on your team, it's fun. Peyton Pritchard rules. Sam Hauser rules. Cornette rules. Porzingis rules. Just start naming the whole roster. I'm like, oh my God, we got a lot of them. But no, like watching these dudes cook, and especially the way McConnell plays, he is a Spitfire guy. He is a spark plug off the bench. He's an irritant. You've seen him irritate teams through 2 series. if you watch him play the Celtics, it will make your blood boil. Also, he had a good game against the Celtics when they lost the game when Halliburton got hurt. Halliburton has a hamstring thing happen against the Celtics. They're up. Then they blow a double-digit lead behind the play of T.J. McConnell. But also Josh Hart is going to annoy me too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, if there's a Game 7, we should get a playback watch party. Potentially. You can consider that.
I'd be
I don't see why
in.
not.
What's going on?
TJ, he's in as well. I think Isaiah Hartenstein is going to be a pain if the Celtics have to play him. I mean, Kristaps, any other day, is still not strong enough to box him out, coming off a calf strain. Gonna take a team effort to keep that guy off the glass. And the same goes for the Pacers, because they've had games where they hit the offensive glass pretty hard too. But I think either team, it's just going to be about securing rebounds for the Celtics. That's going to be a key to the series. Josh Hart included, all the Knicks included. But we shall see. I suppose. Bobby, do you think the Knicks get it done tonight, or do you think it's a Game 7?
Honestly, I'll give the coldest, bland take possible. I just don't have a lean on it right now. I don't entirely trust this Indy team. The only reason they're getting picked to win Game 6 is because they're at home. And that can be fickle, even with a good crowd. And this Knicks team is not going to be rattled by that environment. So I wouldn't be surprised if New York ultimately ends the series tonight.
I think the Knicks are going to win this series, and I think they might do it today. I think just looking back on how it's gone, I mean, the Pacers were a prayer away from going down 0-3, and then they have that blowout game that everybody remembered after Game 4. Everyone was like, oh my God, they dominated them. The Knicks are broken. They're dead, whatever. But if Nembhard, who was like of $1 billion at the time of that heave, doesn't hit it, you may have looked at a sweep. And you don't even have the fatigue factor anymore. Like, they got an extra day off in between games after 5. There was a 2-day break. Shout out to Jack. Actually got the days right on this one, much to your chagrin.
Okay, you got to ask Bobby, because you acting like I'm crazy. Right. Bobby, how many day break between these two Knicks games? How many days? What's the break?
So it would be Friday and then Sunday, correct?
Well, no, Game 5 and 6.
So when's the last time the Knicks played?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, and they play tonight.
So they got 3 days.
Oh!
Then they got 2 full days in between, and then you get almost 72 the entire third day.
I hate that.
There were 3 days between games, Tuesday to Friday.
Armageddon
now.
for Jack.
Now I'm mad. That's so awful. That's terrible.
Tuesday to Friday is 3 days.
In between.
There was 2 full days off, and then almost the entirety of a third.
It's just a massive break.
It's horrendous.
W, by the way, Eastern Conference Finals every other day.
Good.
So that's interesting to me, because it's obviously a disadvantage to the Knicks, but also depending on when and how early Porzingis comes back, it's not great news for him either.
I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's coming back till he's ready.
Yeah, they're not going to rush it.
So I don't know. But the question was who I think is going to win. Yeah, I think the Knicks will close it today. I just think they get that extra day of rest. It's going to help them. And a big reason behind Game 4 being the disaster it was because the Knicks had to play all 48 minutes. The game was close. It was about to go to overtime in Game 3. And then they had less than 2 days because it was a night game on Friday and a day game on Sunday. So they really had no rest in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Knicks are going to win. I don't know if it's tonight. I don't know, whatever it is. But, yeah. See, Eli's my friend now. He gets it. He understands.
I think if you say, like, how many day break, you're correct.
Yes.
But I think you can also look at it the way Bobby.
So wait, Bobby, if the game is Monday and Wednesday, it's a 1 day break in between games.
It's a 1 day break between games. That's very specific and accurate phrasing. Just like if you played Tuesday, 3 days later is Friday.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Fair enough. Anyways, I'm
gonna look around for an OG update while the show goes on because I want to see if they said anything.
Ignore my alarm.
I thought you said alarm.
You switch it up? Is that a different alarm?
No. I just forgot to turn off my alarm for when I was waking up. I just like snoozed it instead of like hitting stop.
I didn't know if that was a new alarm.
No. I think that is technically a new alarm. That's not the one I usually wake up to, but I'm
the chimes going.
I am the set a million alarms guy, and so some of them have different sounds than others. But
if this one doesn't get through, the different beat will do it.
Evidently,
I have no idea. Yesterday, Tibbs says OG Anunoby is quote unquote doing a little bit more, but quote unquote we'll see where he is tomorrow. So I don't think he's playing Game 6, but
yeah,
it's a mess. He's not going to play.
I thought that looked bad when it happened, and that's like I'm taking it away. Like I'm not trying to be biased. Like I genuinely thought it didn't look good.
Yeah, it did. That was, I mean, the way he just immediately pulled up and was just kind of like bent over under the basket. Not a good look.
He's out tonight. On the injury report at 10:30, he's listed as out, so he's not playing. I know. I sleep through everything.
Going to the movies tonight. Shout out to the Celtics for not having a game today.
Is that a new profile pic?
Strangers.
Eli, I know you don't agree with us.
It's okay.
I think both of us phrased it in different ways that are both accurate.
John, I'd like you to give me one NBA player whose legs are not jacked. Unless you're saying jacked as in messed up.
TJ
McConnell. There's dudes who have chicken legs. Dwight Howard had them.
Really? Yeah, he doesn't even have like big thighs?
No. Oh well, I don't know about the thighs.
That's what I mean.
I'm just talking calves.
That's where all the force is.
Dwight Howard did have skinny legs. Wow. I just looked it up.
Yeah, chicken legs.
Anyways, is there anything else we wanted to go over before trivia? This was a pretty short stream, but I'm trying to think of more points of emphasis. Bobby?
I mean, it just will be interesting to see how they pace Porzingis. He'll start, presumably, but what are his minutes?
He's back for game 1.
There's been a lot of talk of operating with that type of a timeline. I'm not sold on that. I think more than anything, obviously, is where's he at in his recovery, but also I wonder if the every other day schedule is any sort of a factor in the calculations here. But I also do think it means that we will continue to see Luke Cornett, and I don't think that was a guarantee for the Eastern Conference Finals had Porzingis and Horford made it through healthy. But now you just put a lot on Al's plate. You're just getting KP back at some point next round, so I think you'll continue to see Luke, who played well against Cleveland.
Yeah, I think Luke had good stretches in that series, and he seems like somebody that should be a good matchup for New York if they get them, because he's been physical on the boards when he's played well. Oddly enough, we've seen enough of Cornette in the Cleveland series. We have examples of not necessarily playing well, but when he has excelled, the man has hit the offensive glass like no other. He can hang with the best of them. So his physicality down low paired with his ability to block shots is something that you should be fine leading on in the conference finals. But I hope Porzingis is back. I just feel like we haven't really heard anything since all that like beginning of the Cleveland series stuff.
Well, when we saw him in Cleveland, sorry for jumping out of turn, Jack. When we saw him in Cleveland, he was definitely moving the best we've seen. It was encouraging to see him after shoot-arounds, for example, working with DJ McClay and even doing defensive drills. He was taking turnaround jumpers. Like they were putting him through not exactly a nonchalant workout. And he definitely had more movement and a little more ability to push off his leg. So that was an encouraging sign of progress.
Yeah, I think... I don't know. I don't know if we'll be back for game 1. Maybe I'm pessimistic, but he looks all right. I think anything. Let's see. NBA referee.
Jacken said Zarba, so I don't think him and Foster would be on the game unless they just have the Avengers.
Zarba, John Goebel, David Guthrie.
This is bad.
That's quite the trio right there, especially Goebel and Zarba.
Zarba being from Brooklyn.
No extender in the game tonight. Get out of here.
Soccer
all right.
fans are huge with that, by the way.
I think it's so lame. These guys are who cares? These guys come from everywhere.
Well, when Eric Lewis was doing it, everybody cared. All of a sudden, everybody started to break out the handkerchiefs for the crybabies.
Everybody cares every time, and it's always stupid.
Poor Eric. They ran E out of town.
The individual I'm talking about is no longer employed.
Yes, correct.
We don't know
anyways.
Zarba grew up a Knicks fan, though. You just know
Maybe
he's
he's a
from
Nets fan.
Charles Barkley guarantee.
All right, trivia time.
Trivia time.
Pull
All
it up.
right, make sure I have it up. Okay, let's see. So,
Chat is off.
Chat is officially off.
so I went to do most points scored against the Celtics by Celtics or Knicks player, and then I realized these teams don't play each other ever. So we're gonna eliminate the Celtics factor and just quiz you on the Knicks and Pacers. So we're simply going to do most points scored in a playoff game by a Knicks or a Pacers player since 2014. That's it.
Since 2014.
Oh, since 2014?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was a
Jalen
curveball.
Brunson.
Really not a curveball because we've been doing since 2014 for a long time now, but
Yeah.
immediately I would assume me and Sam started thinking Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Just keep it relevant. Gotta always keep it relevant.
Brunson.
It's Brunson. Okay. Shocker. $47.
Good answer.
Halliburton.
Mm-hmm. 35.
TJ Warren.
Ooh.
Sounds like I could have kept that one for a little bit.
You definitely could have kept that.
Oh, this ain't good. I thought he had that. Maybe he was only doing good in non-playoff bubble games.
Mm-hmm.
No, wasn't he
Ugh.
only doing good in the bubble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I guess not. Guess he didn't do
Yeah.
good in the playoffs.
Maybe it was, yeah, I guess not.
Catastrophe.
Bubble TJ Warren was electric, though,
I guess not.
until the playoffs came around, apparently.
Light's too bright.
Sabonis.
That might be alive.
Oh.
Oh my god, I won the round. Victor Oladipo, no more playing around. Ugh, maybe we are playing around.
Julius Randle.
Oh my god. I honestly almost had a panic attack after I said Oladipo, and then this name popped into my head. Paul George.
That's curtains.
I was waiting. I was like, what is that?
When you were thinking Bobby, you guessed Randall as soon as I picked up my phone, but I was about to text Jack. I was like, I cannot believe that we got this far. And I just this and got away.
I was like, guys.
I can say it now. I have no memory of any other Pacers Knicks series before this one since 2014. So if you had just stuck with this round, I would have played it safe and just stuck with this round. So I can't really remember.
This isn't against each other. This is in the playoffs.
Oh, well, Jack, I'm sorry. Fuck me.
Well, Sabonis isn't even on the team now.
I know, but I wasn't. I thought we were doing Knicks versus Pacers in the playoffs since 2014. That's where I was coming from. And then you guessed TJ Warren and got on the board. So I was like, okay, so there's some series here that I just don't remember. Let me start thinking of players from this time frame.
No.
That's how I've been operating.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I did have someone lined up.
Stray away from the Celtics.
We're going to take a 20-second timeout to remember who that person was.
It's okay.
What person?
I had someone in the chamber, and then
it was a race.
finding out it's a whole different format that I've been running with. That'll change things up on you.
Catastrophe for Bobby.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Good answer.
I hope so. Just to make the score
Pacers.
a little bit. Yeah. See, there we go.
DiVincenzo.
Ooh, love that one.
He had like a 35-point game in this play.
Yeah, he erupted.
Like that. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even matter 'cause I lost, but
Yeah.
Since 2014,
I mean, the best answer on the board is from the.
I'll go Danny Granger.
Let's see.
It's also really riding the line. I don't know when he left Indy. It's right around that time.
Well, he unfortunately had left Indy, so
Catastrophe.
Siakam, 37.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm serious.
I still forget he's on the team.
Yeah.
Even though I've watched plenty of them this playoffs.
Siakam 37, Bogdanovich dropped 30, Derrick Rose dropped 30, Oshinobi 28.
Derrick Rose had 30 in a playoff game for the Knicks.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did. All right.
Speaking of the Pacers series, if they were to play the Celtics, meant to bring this up earlier, Jalen had his way with Siakam in the bubble.
Yeah.
He put him in jail.
It almost felt like he changed his career because he just exposed this guy has one move, and if you take it away, there's nothing else coming.
You see what Bilal Coulibaly said about Siakam?
Yes.
He just wanted this whole thing saying, yeah, he's the easiest superstar to guard. You should know what he's going to do. just airing him out. It's very funny. All right, let's do Daily Dozen. Let me get the play now.
Melo did not make the playoffs past 2013, for those in the chat.
Nope.
At least with the Knicks. Don't know if he got... No, he was in with OKC.
After taking a 5-year absence following his Bears tenure, Mike Ditka returned coaching, where he won a dreadful 15-33 as the head coach of this NFC team from 97 to 99. No idea.
I am not the guy for this.
Mike Ditka returned to coaching. I have no idea. Oh, I do actually. The Saints. It's the Saints.
Alrighty.
W,
Sweet.
Bobby.
Got you.
With Baker Mayfield as his QB, this Oklahoma wide receiver finished 4th in 2016 Heisman voting and won the Blitnikoff Award after catching 17 TDs and totaling 1,500 yards. No idea.
I don't remember.
The
No
NCAA video game trailer.
During Golden
Finally
State's
back.
2015 championship run, Phil Jackson made a tweet mocking three-point shooting teams when the Warriors were down 2-1 in the West semifinals against this team.
Grizzlies.
Jesus, what a specific answer. Named after the coldest geographical biome, Toyota has produced this model of full-size pickup truck since 1999. Tacoma. Tundra. That
Well done,
makes more
Sam.
sense.
The Clooney. I don't know who the actual
You sure it's
face
Clooney?
is.
Because they have.
Yeah, it's Clooney.
I don't know the face.
Bill Gates.
Oh, that's interesting. I was getting a little David Letterman vibe
Looks like
from
we were
that.
wrong. Can you see which one was wrong?
Goldblum might be Nails. That might be exactly who it is. I think that's
Clooney
who it
is
is.
right.
Yeah.
Boom. The Bloomin' Onion is Signature Trap Outback.
Yeah.
In 2013, The House of Cards actress became the first from a Netflix series to get a Best Actress Emmy nomination.
I think her name is Robin Wright. If I'm thinking of the right person from the show who got nominated, the lead who was with Kevin Spacey on the show.
Oh,
there we go.
Wow. The last film released during Chris Farley's lifetime was 1997 martial arts comedy. Featured him in the lead role, also starring Nicolette Sheridan and Chris Rock.
I have no idea.
No idea.
I do know that he was supposed to be Shrek. Thank you, Eli.
Oh, I did not know that.
Ninja, says Muse. Is that a movie?
I'm going to trust Muse.
I don't see a ninja movie.
Beverly Hills Ninja per Spatulas.
Huge.
Oof.
Feel the rain on your skin. No.
I can hear the
Unwritten.
song in my head. I don't know the name.
Yeah, unwritten.
Unwritten.
Nailed it, Jack.
Come on. We don't know this college football wide receiver.
I got nothing.
This was pre-CD Lamb, right? This is Amari Cooper. Did Amari Cooper go to Oklahoma?
No, he's Alabama.
It's tough
We
because
keep-
they get the same colors.
Right? If we keep saying names, the right person might just come
Just
to
start
mind.
talking about wide
Oklahoma.
receivers.
Yeah, just might run into it.
Aguilar?
No, he's USC. But right time period.
Just think of the guy saying he caught the
Yeah.
baby or whatever.
That's the
unlike
greatest video.
Aguilar. Yeah.
He was catching one like Aguilar.
yeah.
I can't think of any Oklahoma. I can only think of Oklahoma running backs.
See,
Where'd
the one
Thielen
wide
go to
receiver I
school?
think of is, I'll show you guys the video after. He did a freestyle after they won like the Big 12 championship in the locker room, and it was phenomenal. Like he absolutely killed it.
I can't think of any Oklahoma wide receivers.
I'm trying to think of like guys that were fantasy football guys
Right.
at this time. Not Jerry Jeudy. Too late.
And Alabama.
Then he went to Alabama.
It might be someone who's a bust in the NFL. Or it's
No,
just a
it's not.
star and we're not thinking of him.
Did we say Amari Cooper? Where did he go to school?
Laughing at Eli, the
Alabama.
Aguilar thing. Aguilar was USC.
Andrews? Who the hell's Andrews?
Oh,
Mark
no, he's a
Andrews?
tight end, though. Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Says receiver? Yes.
That was a great guess, though.
This is annoying me because I feel like we should know it.
Oh,
Oh.
What?
try Hollywood Brown.
Oh, Joey Spatulas.
There we
Marquise
go. Me
Brown?
and Spatulas.
Marquise
Marquise Brown.
Ugh.
Oh,
Let's double dip on this because we think it's Clooney and who?
Goldblum.
I don't know if that's Goldblum. Goldblum's like more
Brown.
handsome than that.
G-O-L-D.
But I was already-
E-L-U-M. Right? Isn't that it? Not coming up?
It's not here. Jeff Goldblum isn't coming up, no.
I feel like we have the right person and we don't have his name. I thought it was Goldblum.
I gotta do the. I can't believe that's not Bill Gates. Doing the little circle thing with my hand, it looks just like Bill Gates.
I have no
Yeah,
idea
also,
who it
the guy, like the face isn't like particularly handsome, so it's hard for me to imagine it's a movie star. Maybe it's a comedian
is. Joey.
or like just a rich guy.
It looks like Ruth Gator Ginsburg, but I feel like that'd be Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but it's in bad taste. She's not on the list. Yeah, I have no idea who this is. Do we give up and just look? I have
Yeah,
nothing.
we gotta give up.
I'm stubborn enough to still think it's Jeff Goldblum. We just don't have the right name. It's obviously
It
not.
was
what his
D.D.
name-
Westbrook. Never.
That's a
Never
fake
would have
person.
gotten that. He was on the Titans. Is Larry King.
I was kind of right.
What'd you say?
I just said it's not an actor because they're definitely not handsome enough to be an actor.
Also,
it has
like-
to be somebody like an instant journalist.
Looks wise, Larry King and Bill Gates could be cousins. They're not that dissimilar.
Suppose so. All right. Well, L. taking L's on Daily Dozen lately, but appreciate y'all for tuning in. Any final thoughts, Bobby?
No, I think we hit on it all, and we'll see what happens tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to How About Them Celtics. Leave a like on the stream, and I'll let Sam take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, so you don't miss any of our daily uploads. I know Timo said his bell wasn't working. So if it's not working, just check the channel. 5 a.m., we got something new for you every single day, whether it's pods, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, game recaps morning after each game. And we also have streams. Talkin C's Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. Talkin C's of the round table. Not Talkin C's. Celtics of the round table. Tuesdays around 6 p.m. Even though this time we're going to have to shift it again because game 1, Tuesday. And pregame. Half hour before every single game will be here. So, again, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, leave a comment, leave a like. You can find us on Spotify and Apple as well. The pods and game recaps are there. So, if you follow us, those will go right into your feed. Just leave a 5-star review there, too. We'd appreciate it very, very much. You can follow Bobby on Twitter at Bobby Kravitsky. Check out his work for Inside the Celtics, part of SI Media. He's at the practices, at the games. He's giving you great coverage there. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Jack and I will be recording at some point tomorrow. So if you have thoughts, if you have a big reaction to tonight's Game 6, let us know. You can find us on socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's just the name of the pod. You can find our streams there. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on Twitter. Jackster's at Jack Simone NBA. Mine is at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.